Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the Kaizer Chiefs one season wonder. So we've had a little jump forward and you can see kind of the competitions there, but we'll jump straight into taking a look at how we did and a couple of the goals and see what we've got up next. So after the win in the Champions League group stage, we did get through to Galaxy in the league. It was a 2-1 victory. We went 1-0 down, so it was a comeback of sorts. Very early on they scored, but we were able to bounce back in the final 10 minutes and get the win. Frosler coming forward on the left-hand side was able to fire one home, an absolutely lovely strike to get us going. And then we did get a second, as I mentioned, 5 minutes before the end. Kumbol was able to get past his man, create some space, loft the ball over the top to his strike partner Castro, who did get that goal. We're still sticking with the 4-2-3-1. We were then in the next round of the South African Cup, a 2-1 win this time. We got the early goal initially. 3 minutes in, Manyama was able to play the ball across to Bilat at the back post, which is excellent. And then they did get the comeback pretty much straight away. Mosamadi was able to play it through to Mendieta, who did pop it down on the left-hand side of the goalkeeper. You did have to wait a long time until the end of the game, the final few minutes, to get that. It was, in fact, in extra time, I believe, that we got the winner early on. Castro with the header. Keeper wasn't quite able to keep that out, and it was 2-1. We were then back in the Champions League group stage. ES Sahel were the opponents, and we got a response from the previous 4-1 loss in the group stage. A 2-0 victory this time, getting the 3 points, putting us top of the group. Manyama coming through for the second, playing it through to Parker, and a 2-0 victory. A fantastic 4-1 win followed against the league leaders Orlando Pirates. Parker getting the first of those from a Bilat cross, then a penalty for Bilat to get on the score sheet to make it 2-0. That was on the 26th minute. And then on the 48th, just after half-time, Bilat again became provider, being involved in all 3 goals for Nkobo to get the header in. And then we did get the 4th just before the end of the game, 5 minutes before. Parker, a lovely curling effort into the far corner. They did get one back just after this, but it wasn't anything for us to worry about. And we were able to hold on to a lovely 4-1 victory. Now, this was a game of misery, to be quite honest. 18th minute, we had Katsande get sent off. We then had a penalty missed. And then straight from that penalty, they came forward getting the first goal. And it was a 3-0 victory for Cape Town against us. As moments later, again, they doubled their lead, making it 2-0. And there was no way for us to come back after that. We just looked a no-show completely. They then got a third just at the start of the second half after a poor pass from the defence back there. Nodada was able to come past almost every player and fire it in for 3-0. We did bounce back in the Champions League, though. A 5-0 victory away from home against Gorma. A lovely first goal for Castro. He's been absolutely on fire this season. Frosler was the next one. Manyama then back to Frosler, who was able to get a shot off into the right-hand corner. And the goals kept on coming for us, with Castro getting a goal from the penalty spot. That doubled his tally for the game and made it number 3 for us. Manyama then got an assist from Zuma, or to Zuma I should say, at the back post from a free kick. And then Manyama's turn was a direct free kick, which is a lovely strike. We were then knocked out of the South African Cup by Amazala. A 2-0 loss for us. Rotated squad. Bit upsetting. I thought we could have done a little better in the cup this season, but we were pushed them to the end, but they did manage to end up getting a goal in the 86th minute to seal the deal, for Malenga getting a goal from Shabalala's cross. In the group stage of the Champions League, we did confirm our top spot against Al Ahly. They did take the lead on the 26th minute, but we did respond very, very well from there and get a goal of our own. A Bilat ball over the top. Everyone left it. apart from Sasman, he wasn't giving up on that ball and managed to play it back across to Bilat, who headed it home into the top left-hand corner on 30 minutes. And then it was the second half which brought us the goal to win us the group, with Bilat coming forward from the throw-in, taking it past a couple of players, able to find that ball through to Campbell, who absolutely rifled it top bins. Lovely. And we carried that positivity through to the next game against Swallows. And it was a hat-trick for Castro this time. He did very well all on his own there to get his first goal in the 52nd minute. They all came in the second half. They did get a goal back, which was a little worrying. Not something that we had planned for. But Castro was our main man up front, was able to get another 2 goals to seal the deal for us. Maleko getting that ball across, and Castro obviously there to pop it home. And then he got his third and his hat-trick from the penalty spot to make it 3-1. Now, we did end up losing to Supersport, and what a horrible way to do it as well. We took the lead early on, Parker with the ball across to Castro, who headed home, as he does. And we doubled that lead just before half-time. Zuma coming down the right-hand side, and similarly looking to get that ball across. Wasn't quite able to get it done, but Manyama was able to fire home just inside the box. It then took almost the whole game for them to get back into it, but they did. And on the 85th minute, they worked the ball across to find Mahachi all on his own at the back post and fired that one in. And then it was literally 2 minutes later where we gave away a penalty for them to level things up. And they weren't done there. In the 93rd minute, they got the winner. I was absolutely devastated. It was a lovely bit of football. But nonetheless, 3-2 from being 2-0 up. Following on from that defeat, I made it clear I was disappointed, and the boys reacted. We got a 3-0 win against TTM. A lovely assist by Castro, nodding it down to Zuma, who was able to get through into the box and fire home. We got a second on the 20th minute, so it was nice and early on where we were able to get that lead once again. And this time, the ball over the top to Globo, who did just lob the keeper with a lovely, lovely finish. Can't complain about that. And a little cartwheel as well. No one wants to say anything about that. As long as he's not doing flips and breaking his ankles, that's fine. Zuma got through. It's a bit of a calamity of errors, but Castro got it in for 3-0. So the up and downs continued with our game against Amazala. We lost 4-0. We were absolutely destroyed this game. We just couldn't create anything. A lovely little finish off the post in the first instance for them in 17 minutes. And then on the hour mark, they played a short free kick into the edge of the box, which was played across again. And they found that gap when our defenders were nowhere to be seen, not causing them any troubles defensively. Malenga then came forward on the break, played it through to Rutters, who was able to finish once again, making it 3. And they obviously weren't finished, with a fourth coming later on in the game in the 77th minute. Reuters coming inside to Miambo, who then played it across one more time to Meduna, then to Shabalala, whose long-range effort made it 4-0. We did pick up a win against Arrows, though, with Mayamba getting the only goal of the game from a corner. We also got a 2-1 win over Bloem Celtic, going ahead on 10 minutes, with Mayama getting the ball across and it being deflected in by the goalkeeper of all people as well. And we did double our lead before half-time. 32 minutes in, Zuma was able to get past the defender, laying it off to Mfale, who played the ball into Parker up top, as Castro was out injured for the game. So Parker was in the team up top, leading the line. They did get a goal back just before half-time, but at the end of the day, it didn't mean anything, and we got the 3 points we needed. So there we are. That was the results over the last few, months, I'd say. We've got Black Leopards today, so we'll take them on. We are through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, as you're aware. We are taking on Sundown, so we'll see how that goes. It could go a few ways. I mean, we've smashed them before, and then I think we've lost to them a couple of times as well. So hopefully it will be the smashing of them that we'll be taking into the next competition. There's been a few outs of just generic players from the squad. No one from the first team, so they're all still there, even with the transfers already being arranged for the end of the season. It'll be interesting to see because there's a lot of contracts going up, and I'm not renewing any of them because I don't need to, because I'm not playing after this season. So it'll be interesting to see how depleted the squad is. But we'll jump straight into the game. Take a look. We are fourth in the table, as you can see there, sitting behind Cape Town, Amazula and Orlando Pirates, who looks like they're going to run away with the league. 10 points clear at the top at the moment. We still can get second place. There's every possibility of that, but it is definitely in Cape Town City's path. They're the ones to really mess it up if they don't get second. But this is likely the team we're going to play, actually. We're going to play Kuhn in goal, Mfale at right back, Ngazana, who's 23, been playing all right, to be fair. Marking's not great, so a little bit iffy on that front, but he's been all right. Eric Matholo, who's been fantastic all season. Reeve Frosler at left back. Njabolo and Blom playing the ball-winning midfielder role. Again, he's a young 21-year-old in centre midfield. And then Karma Belat next to him in the box-to-box. Zuma and Gobo and Parker are playing just behind the talisman Castro with his 32 goals and 31 appearances. He's been doing very, very well. And to be fair, even Cabol's got 8 goals in 5 games, or 5 starts, I should say, because he's been in 17 games. But so let's jump into it and fingers crossed, get the win, carry on those wins we've got, and take that into the Sundowns quarter-final games. And we'll then have to just see where we're at the end of the season. Look at that lovely lineup. Let's do this, boys. All right, so it is a goal kick, or free kick, I should say. It's from the goalkeeper, Kuhn. The header inside, we do manage to get hold of with Bilat, but they've nicked it off us, and Van Wyk is now running forward. Can we put a stop to this breakaway? We've got enough players back to not really worry too much, surely. Unless we just allow him to slowly drift forward. There's a guy out on that right-hand side, their right back, who's in loads of space. Are they going to look to play him? They do. We've got to get out there. Frozer's got to be there to prevent a ball across. Is he going to be able to do that? He does force him backwards, but the ball's come across. Sheldon Van Wyk is getting the first goal of the game. 20 minutes in, it's 1-0 Black Leopards. So we're coming on to half-time, and there's been very little happening in the game. We might have to change some things up at half-time to make sure we get an impact we want. It's a missed header, and they have had a long-range effort there. I think we were quite lucky that they did go for the long-range effort, because I think they could have taken that on a bit more. But the ball's long. Castro does well to get up and challenge for that, causing us to win that ball back. Parker back to Frosler, who's going to cut inside on his stronger right foot, which he loves to do. Ball across to Zuma. It is headed clear, but it only falls to Mfale, who has got a good cross on him when he wants it. Is he going to be able to do so? He does find a cross. There it is, and Bilat not quite able to get it on target, arriving late into the box, which he's done all season very, very well. Let's see what we've got then. Who have we got on the bench? Maybe we'll bring on Nthangis on for the likes of Kobo, who's not really done too much. Pop him back into the box-to-box and put Kama Bilat in the middle. I think we'll stick to that for now. We'll see how things play out and then see if we have to make any more changes. But hopefully we'll be okay. We have got our first real opportunity or start for an opportunity in the second half. Let's get it down that right-hand side. Bilat on the ball. He's getting more and more on the ball as already, which is good to see. Parker's ball in. Castro's there with the header, but it looks like it is offside. It's a good header. It was a good header, but he was coming from an offside position. Understandable. I think it was quite clear, so nothing too much to worry about. There it is. Yeah, you can clearly see he is offside, but not a bad header. Coming forward again. We've not given up just yet. With 20 minutes to go, can we get hold of something? I mean, it looks like they might be countering now, and they've got a flood of players coming forward. The boys have got to work, but it doesn't look like they are working hard enough, because Ramagalela has run low so far. He's run so far, yet we weren't able to stop him, and he hit the outside of the post. Let's go attacking. We might have to bring Cambole on for Zuma, pop him out wide, and then we'll pop Cambole up top with Castro. Try and cause a bit more issues up the top there. 5 minutes to go now. We are running out of time very quickly. We'll go very attacking. I know that never works, but it's worth trying. We've had a lot of chances. We weren't able to score. Sheldon Van Vyk got the one goal of the game to make it 1-0. Oh dear. It's not looking good for the game against Sundowns. That's who I was looking for, who are just below us in the league, in fact. So it'll be interesting to see how we do in the Champions League against them. But we will see when we come back next time and see how it goes. The board aren't happy with me. They're not happy with the performances. You can see there an E at the moment. I mean, we're doing all right, I'd say. I don't think we've been that bad, have we? Is it that bad? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But, yeah, there you have it. We're fourth in the table at the moment. We're in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. And we came runner-up in the South African Super 8 Cup. But there you have it. We will see you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.